It's a matchup we have been waiting for. Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of some of the most loyal fans in the sport. Memorial Stadium, home of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the 24th ranked team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. PA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Away to get us going. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys just able to corral him. But a great spot to start this drive. For the head coach, he will accept that penalty, of course. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. But we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Our head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking deep downfield to the left. Drive downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
The play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down. First possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. formation here on 4th down. He's got it. That is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's got the first and still going. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like...
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. A long distance defensive touchdown. Wow.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Tigers offense back out there. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. We'll let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 5th.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Offense can do starting inside their own 20. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
First down. They're going to throw the football. It's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football. But throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. We're getting closer to the 50.
What an impressive job here by this quarterback to work through his progressions, had the time to be able to read the defense properly, then eventually finds the underneath route for a first down.
The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. There's the handoff. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. And the Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his back. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Cornhuskers will line up now. It's first and goal. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Nebraska. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's brought down to the 16. We've been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That pass is caught.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Looks right for a quick completion. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction.
He's in the clear. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tigers. They were not going to catch him that time.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's say they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. The Huskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's a screen pass to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
Defense is coming after him. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They stop it with a 47, but that's enough for a first down.
What a pinching catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The single back takes the handoff.
I really like to see the counter mixed in there with your base concepts to keep the defense honest. Now, they didn't burst a big run, but if you keep mixing it in as the game progresses, you might catch the defense over pursuing.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Here comes a handoff. Spinning out of the tackle. As the first down is still going. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Look at this. The fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grabbed by the receiver. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Keeps it himself. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Quarterback operating an empty set. Look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Brought down, the broken tackle produced a solid gain there.
For the defense trying to get after this quarterback, I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
will have the first down.
Well, this is how you keep a drive alive. You know, it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet the next day, but when you look at this quarterback, you want to get caught up in his passing numbers. These are the plays that I love. He picks up the first down and keeps this drive alive.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
But we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Play fake, looking to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into the clear. Gets down to avoid the big hit. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Cornhuskers will crank up the tempo. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass is hauled in over the middle. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This offense has become a first-down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. By the fourth quarter, really starts to wear you out.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
Oh, he spins free. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. Comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a throw from the red zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Keeping it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. Here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out.
Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Huskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance, calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They're going to run it here. Going to try the middle, but stuck for no gain. They don't block the defensive end. You show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for the wide out. Pass is caught on a comeback route.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Catch made by the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Third down. This offense can really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the right side. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45. This Memphis offense is moving quickly down the field. It's an out route, the catch made, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense. Considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. And look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
The back's got it. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Bringing pressure. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be
Way downfield and still running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Field is near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here's the toss play now, running left. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they're running on the toss. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Third down coming up after that running play. Toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Memphis. No chance to catch him there.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
They're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach. Decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
It's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. It's a shotgun run call. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up. They'll run it here. Tackle made to the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
First down here for this offense. The shotgun running play call. Has a pass to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. The
This offense cannot be stopped. And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And as we take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense right to the line, playing the tempo now.
I really like what this defensive coordinator's doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, 4th quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up a 1st down. Good job by this defense.
Oh, no, trapped him back there. A 4th down stop and a sack, no less.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. And they score, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pressure is coming. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Huskers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. There's a handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
Here we go. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. Here comes the point after attempt.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. They're looking to throw now on 1st down. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46. No huddle here for the offense.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
First down, looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. Could use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
And the extra point was up and good. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. But he safely makes the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down at the 15. The Cornhuskers are in the red zone. Working clock with the ground game. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
When you can run it like this with a late lead and the defense knows it's coming, that's a clear sign the offense has done its job. This defense is worn down at this point, and closing the game out should be pretty routine if they can keep this up.
Fresh set of downs, first and goal. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not one, not two, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
They reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Now it's second down here. Takes the handoff again. First down and more. He's still running. He stopped out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They try the ground game here with the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Down yardage.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. No huddle now for the offense. They'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's 3rd down for the offense. Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
But his defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Gets made over the middle. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. First down. They're going to throw the football. The receiver grabs it. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
This is becoming a long drive. Here's play number 9. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. This one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them the chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
Oh, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
That's going to...